Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you.
Welcome to the B-List, where we talk about everything we love to hate.
And everything that we hate to love.
I'm Tara.
I'm Courtney, and we took a little bit of time off, if you guys haven't noticed.
We took we did not intend to take that long of a sabbatical, but
No, we didn't, but we've had a lot of shit happen.
Shit happens, you guys. And to all 5 of our listeners, we're back.
We're back now, guys.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, Tara did some traveling. This month.
I went to New Orleans for the first time with my boyf, and that was fun. And Courtney was dealing with a lot of medical shit with her mom.
Well, yeah, Mom kind of fell a little bit ill,
but
and it was pretty major. But she's back on the mend, and she's back to smiling. So we're gonna consider it a win for all of us.
A win. We're all back.
We're all back. We're all healthy.
You know, we're still kicking.
Yeah.
I wanted to. I mean, it's happened like a week or two ago, but like I don't want anyone to think that we have not thought about the Roe v. Wade situation. We will be discussing that on our next podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But we just wanted to ease back into it with something fun, something light.
Yeah, I want to keep it kind of light because I'm still really pissed off about what's happening to...
I think our last recording was about Uvalde and school shootings. So like I feel like we need to
move...
We gotta
positively
We gotta make
forward.
it light before we bring it back down again. So
Yeah.
don't think that we have not had some opinions about it.
We have plenty of opinions.
We'll get
about
back to it.
We'll get back to it, and plus things are happening now too because I know that President Biden has been making his executive orders, trying.
Now's
to
the
get
time.
us out.
Now's the time to.
Now's the time to
prove
do
your.
it. I
you know.
really think that we probably should try to start a movement ourselves of warrior women. You know,
I
that
mean,
carrying our own weaponry and
it's that's what's gonna have to come down to, I think, because
Yeah.
like the wrong people have all the guns.
yeah.
Not that I want guns.
No,
but
no, not by any means. But so today we thought maybe we would just keep it light with a little bit of
Shit,
oh, my cat.
there's a
is-
cat down here.
Hi, kitty.
I'm like,
It's not,
kitty.
that's not me rubbing up against your legs.
I mean, we haven't seen each other in a minute, so if you want to rub on
it's
me,
been a
go-
few
you go
weeks,
right
yeah.
ahead.
But yeah, we're gonna play some Would You Rather.
Would you
keep it
rather?
light. Would we rather?
Would
you know what or what? So we'll transition over to if I can find it in the.
Oh.
There we are. Ta-da! So would we rather? All right, let's see which one would. I've got the app on my phone here.
Yeah, we're gonna work with an app on the phone. So if we look down, that's you guys.
If we're looking down, of course, I'm always looking at my notes, so I'm not going to subscribe to this
Don't
by
ask
any
me to
means.
subscribe.
So,
Okay.
all right, number 1 question. So, would you rather work 10 hours a day, 4 days a week, or would you rather work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week?
10-4.
I'd rather do 10-4 too.
We basically
we did that we did 10 days, 7 days a week.
Yeah,
or 10 hours.
At the salon that we worked at majority together we were working like 10 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Yeah, 5 days
Every
a week.
weekend.
If we didn't get called in for an extra shift
yeah.
or trade with somebody.
Every weekend,
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, that just goes.
This is the
without saying.
cakewalk.
This is a cake.
So
Yeah.
that's a dumb question
So
for us.
yeah. All right. Would you rather?
Live 200 years as you are now, or live 100 years as strong as Superman? I would not want to live 80 years as I am now. We both have diseases that keep
Yeah.
us from enjoying our lives.
No kidding. So yeah, I think I'd like to live 100 years as Superman because I'm not going to live 100 years as it is.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, 200 years is a long time.
200 years is a long time, especially if you.
Especially if your loved ones don't also live that long.
Yeah.
You're talking like your husband, your brother, everyone you love is dead.
Right.
Your stepson, all dead.
Right. I mean, yeah. Who wants to live that long?
And then you live another, 100 years plus
yeah.
after that.
But then, you could also get yourself a young little boyfriend after it all. Like, you could
I
have
mean, do I age? No, I guess I'm as I am now. So I would be
Yeah.
looking this for 200 years.
See, now it changes the game because now you can
No.
you can flip out your boyfriends.
I do that. Sorry, boy. I do that anyways, but I wouldn't, I don't know, 100 years as Superman because, like, the RA, I have rheumatoid arthritis. It sucks. I always have a constant pain in my butt at all times.
Yeah,
From my
that's
sciatic nerve. So
Same way with me. I've
No.
got psoriatic
I'm going to say
arthritis.
100. I'm going to say 100 years
100
as
years
Superman.
of Superman, because those are going to be some good years.
Mhm.
Okay. Would you rather be unable to open doors unassisted or be able to climb stairs unassisted?
I would rather be able to climb stairs unassisted because honestly, I mean, we were talking about the patriarchy 5 seconds ago.
Oh, yeah.
Men assume we can't open doors on our own anyways.
Right.
So,
So I get my doors open.
I'm
for
just
them.
a cute little woman and
Right.
I'm too dumb to open a door by myself. That's my 1920s like lady voice.
Yeah.
Um,
Like Betty Boop there.
Like Betty Boop.
Yeah, I'd rather be able to climb stairs unassisted.
But it would be kind of like, what if there's no one standing around and you're like, I can't get this door open.
Just waiting around like Jay and Silent Bob outside
I
of
need
his
an
door.
adult. Yeah, you're just standing there.
Just standing there, following people into the store.
Right. Like,
But yeah.
just
But then
constantly trying to like,
I'm already embarrassed how winded I get going upstairs.
like
The last thing I need is somebody to
Greg.
grab my elbow and be like, "Come on, I'll
do you
help
need
you."
help up these stairs?
Oh, you poor thing.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Would you rather be thrown naked into a pit of deadly scorpions or be sent into space without enough oxygen?
Would I rather thrown
This
naked
is
into
rough.
a pit of deadly scorpions or be sent into space without enough oxygen?
Either way, you're gonna die. Sounds like. Like, which way would you rather die? Is what it's.
I don't know. I think I don't know. What kind of deadly scorpion? It's like, do you get stung and then it's like long and painful? Or do you like go, ugh, and then, right after a sting? Because I don't want to suffocate. Being
That's me.
without
I would never want to suffocate,
No.
so I'm gonna go scorpions.
I'm going to go scorpions too. Because the more scorpions that sting you, probably the faster you die. But with this oxygen, if you don't have oxygen, you just feel it.
Well, in this way, I feel like you stand a chance of like fighting your way out of the pit. This
Uh-huh.
way, you're for sure just gonna suffocate.
Yeah, you could sit real still and they probably wouldn't even notice you there.
I'm gonna go out fighting. I'm gonna go out kicking,
It's just smashing
digging my
scorpions.
way out of this
All
pit.
right, yeah, I can see that.
What if you have
Now-
a rock and you can climb out of the pit?
And I'm sure there's nutritional value in scorpions. Just pick
Oh,
off their
just
stinger like
oh, they're just like stinging. Oh. You're smart enough to pinch their stingers off. I'm just like, oh.
try to swallow them whole.
All right, your turn.
Would you rather never be able to touch blue or never be able to touch red? I don't know what that means.
Red means hot, right? Like,
I guess
I would
that-
not want to touch. That's a stupid
That's
question.
a stupid question.
I'm like, blue.
I don't see myself touching a lot of blue or red things specifically. Cat, get out of here.
I mean, I'm gonna have to go with not being able to touch red because
guess-
like the stove turns red. when
Stove
it's hot.
turns red. Fire can be
Fire is
but
hot.
fire can be blue too.
I do want to touch blue fire.
When you got gas heat like me, your fire is blue.
I mean, yeah, I have gas, but like,
I don't understand this question.
I'm gonna need this to rethink their stupid question.
Yeah, I'm
It's a
just gonna say
dumb-
never.
I'm gonna
I'd
say
rather
red.
never be able to touch red.
Okay. Would you rather see how you die or see who you will marry? That's
I see who I will marry every day because I did.
that would really speak badly of Preston if you were like, I would rather see how
I'd
I don't
rather
wanna
see how
your
I
stupid
die.
face again.
Coincidentally, it's the same thing.
Same thing. Thanks a lot, Preston. He's a pillow over your face.
Just smother me.
Obviously you would want to see who you'll marry.
Yeah, I
I
don't
would
want to.
think.
I don't want to see how I'm gonna die. How horrifying that would that be?
We've talked. Dan and I talked about this the other night. That we were like, would you want to know how you die? And like, no, or like the time and date of when you were die. No, I don't want to know.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go out by stroke. Yeah, but it's gonna be the big one, so I'll go out like instantly.
Well, we're gonna have to Thelma and Louise it and go out at the same time. We've already talked about this.
Well, we
Like,
have
you can't
talked
leave.
about
You
this.
can't leave me.
We have, yeah. This
You're
is
a
true.
fully functioning human. If I die before you, it's just me and Preston with our thumbs up our asses, not knowing what to do with ourselves.
Oh,
The two of us together don't make a full
Oh,
human, so
perish the
you
thought.
can't leave us.
No, I kind of have a feeling of, I've seen how that's pretty much how my whole dad's side of the family went out, was by a stroke, except for my dad.
They all went exceptionally young too, right? Like you
They
didn't
were
have
all
your grandma,
between-
besides your grandma.
Well, I have an aunt that I'm about her age whenever she passed, and then, well, in all honesty, one of my dad's brother died in a grain silo accident, and then the other one died by stroke, and so did his sister, and so did his mom. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go the same way. I'm okay with it. I just, hope it doesn't happen
My
too
grandpa died of wiener cancer. So
soon. Wiener cancer. That's how I want to go
joke's
out.
on you, because I'm not even planning on getting a wiener. So
All right. Okay. Would you rather only have access to YouTube on the internet or only have access to games on the internet? I'd rather have access to YouTube because
YouTube.
I watch that pretty much all day.
I
Yeah.
don't. I can keep myself occupied. I
Yeah.
don't need games on the
And
internet.
eventually games you beat. Mm,
Yeah.
I mean, unless
Just,
it's
fucking playing-
solitaire.
You're just playing Candy Crush all the time.
Oh
Like,
God, that would be
no.
awful.
Farmville. That's how many times I play games, you guys, on the internet. Go back to Farmville times.
All of my games aren't on the internet. They're all on console. Because, yes, okay, everybody gets onto me because PC gaming is the best and I game through consoles. And I'm sorry, but I don't have that kind of money to upgrade my PC every 6 months.
My favorite
So-
games are like Uno, Jenga,
Yeah,
like actual
physical
games.
Physical games, yeah.
physical games you can play with your friends.
yeah.
I'm not just like randomly playing games on the internet. I just don't.
It's not one of those
I'm gonna say
things.
that. Would you rather be able to hear perfectly with perfect precision or be able to have x-ray vision using very painful eye corrective drop to be applied every hour? So you have to put eye drops to be able to have x-ray vision. Or be
I'd
able to
rather
get-
just have the hearing.
rather have the hearing. Who wants crazy x-ray? I don't want x-ray vision.
No, could you imagine going to the beach with all those old men and
Seeing impacted like
just
guts, like we're just talking about this, like their deuces haven't fallen out in hours and they're just like impacted intestines. and
Right.
just like, hey,
Ugh.
just so you know, you have a breast tumor. I can see it.
Just so you know, you have cancer everywhere.
Just so you know that bone's broken.
I'm sorry
I
to
can
tell
see
you.
it. Yeah. Your toes are all gnarly
Yeah.
like this in your shoe.
Yeah, and then what was it? The be able to perfectly hear perfectly with perfect precision. Yeah, why would you pick X-ray vision over
Who's
hearing?
picking this? Who's picking these options?
I don't
X-ray
know.
vision with painful
I
eye
have
drops.
another app if this one.
We'll see how it goes.
Oh, we'll see how it goes. Okay. Would you rather always have mud on your shoes or always have a pebble in your shoe? I can knock mud off my shoe, but have a pebble in your shoe? Well, that would be miserable. Oh, I remember. That reminds me. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, remember that time you put on your shoe and there was that giant spider in it?
Yep.
Whenever you were putting on one of your chucks.
Yep. Yep.
That was disgusting.
So I have this, just TMI. I have like almost a bone spur on the bottom of my foot, so it always feels like I have a pebble in my shoe.
hmm
So, and I hate muddy shoes.
So you're gonna go
I'm
with
just gonna go
always have a
pebble in a
pebble?
shoe.
I'd rather have the mud on my shoes because that means I had a good time somewhere.
But just walking through your house with mud on your shoes always.
I
That'd
can
be
take
so
my shoes
annoying.
off.
What if you could never take your shoes off?
Well, that's not the question, Ellie.
God damn it. Okay, so we're not gonna agree on this.
So we're not gonna agree. That's friendship
So,
over.
This friendship is over. Okay. Would you rather forget who you are or forget who everyone you know is? Ooh, this is
Ooh,
Existential.
here we go. There's a
existential
question mark.
crisis. Ooh.
So forget who you are, but forget who everyone you know is.
How do you forget who you are but know who everyone else is?
Well, here we get into some deep territory.
This is deep.
I don't even know who I am, so I don't want to forget anybody else.
Like, am I so great that I need to remember who I am?
Yeah, like
Wait.
I'll have my friends to remind me who I am.
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
you're Courtney.
Yeah, you're
We do a podcast
You're-
together.
Tara,
Tara?
Tiara,
Tiara.
Tamara.
Just for that, I'm gonna buy a tiara and wear it on the next episode.
There you go.
I
There
am
you go.
Tiara.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with I'd rather forget who I am.
That same. I'd rather
Okay.
forget who I am.
All right. Would you rather be able to travel as much as you want but the only means is by foot.
Well, then that's not traveling.
That's not traveling.
How do you get to other countries?
No kidding.
I'm gonna
Okay.
be stuck
Or
here in the United States for the rest of my life.
or be able to travel once every 5 years with any transportation vehicle. Okay,
That one.
So that one, because that's about how it is.
And again, we have diseases that make us uncomfortable. We're not gonna want to
I'm
walk.
not gonna walk anywhere. Last time we went to
Like, hey, I'm going to California. Just my foot.
yeah.
It's gonna take me fucking 20
Last-
years to get there.
Last time we went out of the country, I took my mom on a cruise. And
Cruise
we
to
went
Mexico. Remember, she dropped the alcohol on the way back in the middle of the airport
Yeah,
and made a fucking mess everywhere.
Just a mess.
Thanks
of,
a lot,
like
Peggy.
That sweet cream rum
I
everywhere.
remember that. You're like, we can't take her anywhere.
I can't take her anywhere. But yeah, we had to walk around a whole lot in Cozumel, and we ended up just like, hey, you want to rent a car for a couple hours?
I mean, walking is fine in theory. Like, if you go to a big city and there's like a bunch of stuff to see and you just walk around and see it, like New York or, like Chicago, somewhere where you can like walk around, that's fine. But like, you're not gonna walk to New York.
But even whenever we went to some of those bigger cities, like when we went to Washington, D.C., I'm not going to walk everywhere. We took the metro
Yeah.
everywhere and then walked.
Well, and most people, like, every 5 years you get to go wherever you want. That doesn't sound like a bad deal.
That's pretty much how it goes with me. I spend 5 years saving up for an okay
Yeah.
vacation.
I don't
and
know who
then-
you people are that are traveling all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to be able to travel once.
Yeah.
we're-
we're gonna do
Okay.
that. Would you rather be a carrot or a pickle?
Well, I often find myself in a pickle, so I know the situation.
We're pickled anyways most
We're
of the time.
pickled. Yeah, that's probably more true. I'd rather be a pickle.
I'd rather be a pickle.
Especially if it was one of your grandmas. She had the best pickles.
Nanny pickles are the
Nanny
best
pickles. Oh,
pickles.
God bless her. I miss her so much.
I find that you find a lot of people liking pickles. Like,
yeah.
not that people don't like carrots, but you're not gonna put a carrot on your burger.
No.
I know you can
I mean, I've
make-
never tried it, but
Who wants that?
no. Yeah, you're right.
Pickles
Actually,
are like carrots' friend
I
cousin.
take that
like,
back.
come-
I've had veggie burgers that have like diced carrots and
Like,
diced
in it,
zucchini
yeah.
and black beans and stuff. So,
Yeah, but
but I mean, that's
you're
not
not
the
gonna
question.
be like, I want a carrot burger.
The question isn't what do you want on your burger. It's would you rather be? I think I'd rather be a pickle.
I'd rather be pickle. They're more fun.
And you know what? They don't mold because they have vinegar. So you stay.
Take that. I'm always good.
You
I'm
stay
always
preserved
young and, I'm
longer.
always young and beautiful.
Mhm.
Pickle.
All right. Would you rather work recycling? Would you rather work recycling human poop for the rest of your life, or work with dangerous and explosive chemicals for the rest of your life?
Dangerous explosive chemicals for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
How badass is that?
I'm gonna have to go with that. Like, if you're good at your job, you don't have to worry about it.
Think of the nicknames you get when you're doing when
Yeah.
you're doing explosive chemicals. You have some cool nickname. You don't want to be known as the guy who's
Yeah,
like
you're like
recycling
almost-
shit for a living.
Right.
Old shit pants over there.
What do you recycle with human poop? Are we talking about like a waste treatment
management,
plant, or are we like recycling it into like tires and shoes?
like you're like a monkey, like making shit into like bricks so you can build buildings.
Weapons of mass destruction.
Like no, I don't want that.
Like our little guy back here.
Back here, that's what he's thinking about.
He's thinking about where he's gonna fling his poo.
Yes, no, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna do explosives.
Okay, we're gonna go explosives with that.
Okay. Would you rather get 50 purses or 50 shoes? This is stupid.
I'd rather have 50 shoes because, and it's not okay.
I don't carry one purse.
I don't,
so
I don't carry.
need-
I'll carry purses like if it's that time of the month and I have to
have to carry some utensils.
carry my diapers around, but
Your vagina utensils.
carry around my stogies and diapers. But yeah, get 50 shoes. Now here's another question. It doesn't say anything about matching shoes on this. So do you just get like 50 shoes?
Random shoes.
Because if that's the case, I'd rather have the purses.
I'm thinking 50 pairs of like whatever different kind of Chuck Taylors that I want. and
Yeah.
I want that in my life.
Okay, I'll have those. Or even like 25
If it's like 50
pair.
purses or 50 high heels, no, I don't want those. Give me the purses. I
Yeah,
guess.
give me the purses. I can
Can
sell
it be
those.
luggage?
Now luggage.
Backpacks?
I can never find enough like traveling things because
Yeah, little travel pouches, and I'm addicted to like little travels. Like,
I am too.
Dan laughed at me for how much like travel shit that I bought.
I
like,
do too,
when
and I'll
I'm
have
like,
them like categorized in each little bag too.
I'm
Like
like,
this
you're
is
laughing
face
at me,
and-
but I have like he laughed at me because I bought so much travel shit. But in the end of it, like when we're like in the car eating, and I bought like little Continental like wet wipes, I was like, you appreciate these wet wipes now, don't you?
Right? I got made fun of because I found these little miniature when we went back to Cozumel. I had these miniature toilet rolls.
Yeah.
That they had a little plastic dispenser that you could pull it out and tear it off like
Yeah,
that.
I had like packs of tissues.
Yeah.
I had like, obviously your little mini shampoos and conditioners and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because then you can just, at the end of the trip, you just toss it. You know?
Right,
You don't have
right.
to bring it home with you. You
Right.
just throw it away.
You just throw it away. It was
Yeah.
only a couple bucks. Yeah, and everywhere we went in Mexico didn't have toilet paper.
No.
So I was a hero.
That's a thing, like, that they don't tell you when you go to South American countries. I mean, the ones that I've been to,
Yeah.
they don't give you toilet paper.
They don't.
And sometimes you have to pay to, I saw this video the other day where you have to pay to use the restroom.
Yeah.
You pay like $1, 10 pesos, whatever it is, to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then you get in the bathroom, there's no fucking toilet paper.
Yeah.
Because you pay extra for that.
Yeah, and
And you're literally stuck in a pickle. You are,
now you are a pickle.
you have shat in a foreign country and you have no toilet paper. Then what do you do with your life?
And these aren't like the countries that have fancy bidets or anything like that. Like,
No, like, it's like a porta potty.
I had to
It's
find
like a hole in the ground.
yeah, there was one restaurant we stopped at that I had to find the turn on switch to turn on the water to the toilet
Yeah,
because
to make it
it
run.
didn't have a flusher. I had to go turn it on, let it
Yeah.
flush, and then turn it back off.
Yeah.
And it was the same one where they didn't have toilet paper, but they had a little lady standing outside that would hand you toilet paper, and then you'd pay her a buck or whatever
Yeah.
and tip her and stuff like that, which I don't mind. But I was like,
No.
oh, thank
When
you
I'm
for your
outside
order.
the U.S., I'm BYOBing
Yeah.
my toilet paper.
you bring that stuff. with you.
BYOTP.
Yeah. BYOT. That's my favorite band.
BYOTP. Yeah, it's like NKOTB.
All right, so back to the shoes. We'll rather have 50 shoes. Okay. Would you rather never read a book or never hear another song?
Ooh. Never read a book because you know what? Audiobooks.
Audiobooks. There you go.
Loophole.
Loophole. Yeah, I'd rather
I would
never read another book.
never read it, never hear another song.
Mhm.
Like
That would be
you're a musician. How
that-
do you even
Yeah.
do that?
And let's just face it. Every time I try to get into a book now, I fall asleep after about 3 pages. I cannot read like I used to as a
No, I do a lot of audiobooks because I'm too busy. I can't just sit there and read a book. I don't have time for that.
kid. Mhm.
I very rarely have time for that. And when I do, I'm like
And you and I used to
read.
read all the time, especially when we were working at the salon together. We
Yeah,
would
you
trade
read all the
books
time.
and-
But that was before like books were like a huge thing
Yeah.
where you could just like get a subscription and just get them all the time.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's-
that was
yeah.
even before Audible was even a website yet.
Yeah, we would rather. Oh
Yeah.
no, I clicked the wrong
Whatever.
thing.
Whatever. It goes.
This don't want to affect the question.
Okay.
Would you rather only eat or only drink?
I'd rather only eat
I'd rather only eat
because, yeah, I mean, only drinking.
because you could eat watermelon and you still get some liquid
Right.
in there.
Well, it
Soup-
doesn't. Yeah. Yeah. Soup counts as eating. So
Soup
yeah,
counts
you
as
can
eating,
Get, you can
yeah.
get your stuff in there, but then again, your alcohol. Wait, Jello shots.
Jello shots.
You can eat Jello shots. Ah.
Mhm.
So yeah, only eat because there's
You're
no
not
way
fooling
that I
me.
would.
Only drink, like
Only
remember those
drink.
like liquid diets where like you would just like
Oh,
like
that's
Slim
just-
Fast. Remember, you drink 2 meals and you could eat a third meal.
But then you have your snacks in between. And go, oh, it's just a little snack, but you snack the whole
yeah,
time.
no.
Yeah. Yeah. Could you imagine like not having like Mexican food or
Nope.
pasta
I don't
or
want to
anything?
live in a world.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Nope.
It's making me cry even
It's
thinking
made me
about it.
sad.
So I would rather only eat. Okay.
She said as she takes a drink.
Well, we don't have to live by these rules yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Would you rather have a beer belly or have 3 chins?
Ooh.
What if I already have both? You mean, would you rather get rid of your beer belly?
We are
or
proof that you can do both.
You can live the life
Why
just
choose?
like me.
Why choose?
Why choose?
I'm gonna go with beer belly because I don't know if I could stand to look at 3 chins in the mirror. Every
Yeah,
day.
yeah. I mean, I've got my 2, but
Two's plenty.
I'm happy with my 2.
But 3 I feel like would go down to like those old dudes who just have like this is just all filled out,
Mhm.
like it's just all one giant like
They look like some Star Wars
no,
alien.
I don't
yeah,
want that.
yeah. So I'd rather have
whatever beer
a beer
belly.
belly.
I could rock it, I think.
Yeah.
Courtney, this is you too.
Oh no.
Would you rather have a blind date with a homeless person or kiss a homeless person? That's joke. I love your husband. I do, but that's funny.
Okay, is this where I share part of my life? Because
Share part of your life. You gotta fill them in if they
I
haven't
gotta
heard.
fill you in on this.
I mean,
one.
we've talked about it before, but go ahead.
Okay, my husband and I have been married for close to 20 years. And, of course, together for that long for sure. And whenever I met him, he had just moved to the area. He was living in Dallas. I was in Fort Worth, which was like 30-minute drive from each other. And he was not... he did not have a place of his home to. Or
I don't
of
think
his
you're
own
supposed to
to
say
live.
homeless anymore. You're supposed to be like unhoused.
Unhoused. Well, he was housed. He was living with a friend,
With
a good friend at the
but
time.
he didn't have.
But
like,
he was
his
trying to
own-
establish
yeah.
himself as a musician here in the Metroplex. So he was doing a little couch surfing on his friend's place, and so we would always laugh. It's even an inside, or not even.
We
an
always
inside
joke that he was homeless.
We joked that I picked up this homeless dude,
Right.
and yes, I did kiss him once or twice during the 20 years that we've been together. So
And it was kind of a blind date. I mean, you didn't know him when you guys met. Like,
no, we
know.
met on the internet.
Right.
So,
That's a blind date.
So that was a blind date. We saw pictures, but that was about the extent of it. And actually, when we met online, we both had respective significant others at the time.
Right.
So that wasn't our main goal, but once we both were broke up, then I brought a homeless person home.
So you would like to do both.
So
but I
I
feel
will do
like,
both.
but I feel like if the blind date goes well, you're gonna kiss the homeless person. So
Right, so this goes hand in hand.
Like, are you just
Because
like
I'm not gonna
driving
walk
under,
up.
going to an underpass, and you're just like, what?
They're like,
I don't know where your mouth has been.
we got their saying asking for change.
At
I'm
least
like,
if you
I got
go on the
something
date
better.
with them, you know that they've probably brushed their teeth or at least swished some.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Gum-
not just
gum in
gonna
their mouth
walk
or
up
something.
and kiss a homeless person. So I'd rather have a blind date with a homeless person
Yeah.
because
It could lead to a 20-year marriage.
they could move in and no longer be homeless
There you go. You could give them the home that they need.
like a pet.
Right. Okay.
Would you rather be a what?
Hmm.
Be a super saiyan or be a Jedi master? Oh, you know
That's Dragon Ball
what? Dragon
Z.
Ball Z. Yeah. It took me a minute, and I don't know enough about that. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
have
know.
to
I'm
say
gonna go
Jedi
say-
master
I'm gonna say Jedi Master.
because I just finished Obi-Wan. The
Sorry
series.
to my Dragon Ball Z folks.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
didn't.
understand.
I was a little old for Dragon Ball Z whenever it hit
I'm
the
not an
big.
anime person. So.
And I grew up with Star Wars, so I'm gonna have to go with Jedi. And
Yeah.
I like I said, I just finished Obi-Wan and it was amazing. So I highly recommend it to all my Star Wars fans out there.
Yeah.
What?
Jedi for sure.
Jedi.
Would you rather work as an accountant or work as a garbage man?
An
Is
accountant?
this a question?
I'd rather work as an accountant.
Yeah. Would you rather
Not
work?
that I have anything against the garbage man because that is noble work.
That is noble work,
But
but
if I've
you
got the
can make a
choice-
shit ton of money as an accountant.
I've heard garbage men get paid pretty well too, but they deserve it.
They deserve it for sure.
I
Like,
don't want to be out.
out,
in,
we live in Texas.
oh, guys,
Out
it
in
has
the
been
hot heat.
It has
It's-
been consistently 106, 107 degrees outside.
Yeah.
the last couple of weeks, and
Yeah.
I'm done with it. So
I would rather work in the inside.
I as much as I hate working with maths.
Because if you're a CPA,
Yeah,
you get paid a lot of money.
yeah. I used to work for an accountant
So
whenever
we're gonna
I
say
was
that.
first out of school,
Okay.
and yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
air conditioned.
That's
That's really the.
I mean,
only-
I think a garbage man would rather work as an accountant, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
If you'd ask them when it's like 110 degrees outside if they'd rather be working
and
inside.
they're picking up somebody's dirty diaper trash and
Mhm.
all that, being outside. Would you rather sue a charity organization and win, or sue a corrupt organization and lose?
Corrupt organization and lose, because then you can still bring to light
You can, bring attention to whatever.
how corrupt they are, and then in the minds of the people, you still win.
Right.
I'm not gonna sue Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
not
gonna
gonna sue, free mom hugs and
Right. and be like, yay,
Yeah.
we won."
F you charity.
Yeah, I think I'd rather.
Like
I'd
I have a
rather
heart, so yeah.
Yeah.
that's- Would you only use a Mac or only use Windows PC?
I'm gonna go with Windows PC because it's infinitely cheaper than a Mac.
Yeah.
And at this stage in my life, it just is all bells and whistles. All I need is my emails and a little bit of computing power for various apps,
I don't even have an iPhone, you guys.
programs.
I don't even have an iPhone.
Yeah,
so
I
don't-
have an Android, so I would go with a Windows PC because I very rarely get on a Mac. And then when I do, I'm like, where is everything?
I had one for about a month, like a long time ago, and I felt like a monkey fucking a football. I could not figure that machine out, so I got rid of it.
I mean, we grew up on apples in school, but
I just,
they just evolved into something that I'm not
Yeah,
interested
I don't
in
know,
anymore. So, all right.
all right. Would you rather lose your sight or rather lose your hearing?
That's a tough one. I've thought about that one before.
I have two, and Dan and I actually talked about that the other day too. And I'm gonna go, for me, I'm gonna go with I would rather lose my sight.
I think I would rather have to lose my sight.
Think about how freeing it would be to not have to look at this all day and not even give a shit about it.
Right, right. And then to lose your hearing, I couldn't imagine not being able to hear my favorite song again, or had never.
And I feel like you could still enjoy movies and stuff, like, because how many times have you just like put something on Netflix and walked around the house like cleaning or whatever? And
Oh, and I
still
know
get
exactly
it.
what's going on. I'm just
Podcasts you could still listen to.
Mhm.
You can still listen to podcasts.
You
You
could
guys.
still listen to us. You wouldn't have to watch us anymore.
You wouldn't have to worry about this
Yeah.
action. You'd miss the cute monkey in the background, but
Right.
yeah, I would still need to hear.
Yeah. Would you rather have a private island
Mm-hmm.
or have a penthouse in the Bahamas? I think
Isn't
I'd
the
rather have a
Bahamas-
penthouse.
Isn't the Bahamas an island? Isn't it
Well,
an
but
island?
it's your private island. Like nobody else is there. But in the Bahamas, you would have to share your building with other people. But you have.
I would rather have a penthouse in the Bahamas, because if you have a private island, think of how much money it's going to cost to like get the electricity and
You've
get
gotta-
the,
yeah,
you
you've
gotta,
gotta
like,
be-
route all that.
So
I don't know how
yeah,
to do any of that.
yeah, you'd have to have.
I know how to
solar
write a
power
check for rent. I know how to do that.
Also, we're social people too, and I couldn't imagine like taking a vacation and just by myself.
Well, and if everyone knows that that's your private island, they know you have money, and they
Mhm.
know they're gonna try and come out. Not that they don't know that you have money if you have a penthouse, but like, I feel like you're safe. There's a doorman.
you may have security there. So yeah,
There's a doorman,
there's a doorman, as we all
and it's
learned.
the Bahamas, so you're still on an island.
You're still on it, yeah.
You still get that island life.
Yeah, I still want to meet people and make some friends for the night and go drinking and all that.
Like,
stuff,
talk to me
so-
again in 20 years, and I might want to be on an island by myself.
If I
but,
have a
like,
private island, can I bring my friends with? 'Cause
yeah,
that would
can
be
you
pretty.
bring people, or are you just gonna sit there?
Yeah,
on the
that would
island?
be totally tits if we like went to our private island. Like,
Oh, that would be hella tits. Like, we have like your own island, like, and we bring all.
yeah, and we bring who we want.
We've
to.
talked about this before. How
Yeah.
we just want to get property where we can just all live
Just
together.
have our little
communally.
tiny houses. And,
Yeah, our little communal property.
But as far as if it, if it were myself or myself and my husband, I
is
think
it already set up to live on?
Yeah.
Because that makes a difference.
just-
I don't want to squat on an island, Lost style.
have to
like,
build shelters out of palm trees. and
right,
stuff.
like
Yeah.
Gilligan's Island just fucking dumped on some island. Like, I am not Ginger, and I'm sure as fuck not the professor, so I'm
Right.
useless.
Right.
I'm Lovey Howell at best,
Yeah.
and I don't have a
Except
husband.
the money.
I don't have a husband or money, so
Yeah, so-
I'm Gilligan.
yeah.
I am
I'll
Gilligan.
be the skipper.
You could be the skipper. You're definitely smarter than I am. I'd just be like a dumbass in a bucket hat. Like,
Well, I look good in blue. You look good in red. So
yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
quit that. Would you rather be bald everywhere or be an albino? I'm a ginger, so I'm one step away from
I'm
albino, anyways.
barely darker than an albino person. So I would have to say I'd rather be albino.
I'd rather
than
be albino.
bald. However, being
I couldn't pull off being bald.
Yeah, but we're hairstylists. We can get the wigs and we can
But
get the.
and the eyelashes and drawing your eyebrows on every day and no eyelashes, and I already have no eyelashes,
Mhm.
but to actually have no eyelashes.
Right. Like I'm used to drawing my eyebrows on and everything.
Yeah, I'm used to that, but
But yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. I'd rather be albino.
no offense to any of my like people out there with alopecia or whatever.
No,
like,
no. That's yeah.
But if I could give the choice,
if
I would be albino.
yeah,
Slap a little rouge on, a little mascara, good to go.
yeah. That's kind of an easy one. Yeah. Would you rather live with no electronics or live with no friends? Live with no electronics.
Electronics are friends.
My Android's my best friend.
That's how I talk to my friends.
I know, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say no
I'd
electronics.
say no electronics. It'd be hard because that's how I keep in touch with my friends. But
But we became friends like before MySpace
before,
days.
yeah.
So
Well, when we were were first friends, like texting was still kind of foreign to us.
texting was like by the word or whatever.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah.
I'd rather live with no electronics.
No
'cause we've done
electronics.
that before.
Yeah. Would you rather yell a swear word between every word or get punched in the face after every swear?
I'd rather say
Yell
a
a swear
swear
after-
word because
That's what
do
I
that
do
anyway.
Fuck yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Get punched in the face after every swear. I would be punched all the time.
What's that? Who the fuck wants that?
Say it. Punch me.
Do it. Punch it. Do it. Cocksucker.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna do that.
Yeah. Okay. Would you rather eat pancakes or eat waffles?
Hot take, I prefer waffles.
I prefer waffles too.
Pancakes get so mushy.
They get mushy, and to me, your plate and everything gets messier too.
Yeah.
And-
With waffles, it's more compact. It's got its own little.
And if you're anything like me, you cut your waffles along the lines.
Yes.
So it has to be-
it's so great. You make little pie
Yeah.
sections.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I do too. So yeah,
Obviously.
I'll
If
eat
you
waffles
prefer
all the way.
pancakes, eat ass because waffles
leave
are better.
your comments in your pocket. And
Hot take, coming in hot.
Alright.
Would you rather always be late or always be on time but unprepared for most activities? Damn.
Damn.
Because I'm an early bird.
I like to be on time or early, and I'm always prepared.
Like, is
So-
it always late like 5 minutes or is it late like 3 hours? That would make a difference.
That's the difference. If it's just a couple minutes, but even when I'm 5 minutes late to something, I like apologize the rest of the night
yeah.
because you know.
That's-
So, but I can't stand being unprepared for anything either because I'm
Oh,
usually on it.
I would not want to be unprepared. I'm gonna have to say be late.
I'm
as
gonna
much as
have
it
to
hurts.
say, I'm gonna have to agree to always be late because I have to be prepared.
Yeah. Would you rather have infinite underwater breath or have infinite running capacity?
I'd rather have underwater
breath.
because you don't have to.
I never run, so I don't have to worry about
I'm
that.
not gonna run. Are you kidding me? Do you see how many?
Could you imagine running everywhere?
Oh,
Sounds exhausting.
oh no! I mean,
No.
it tired me out watching Forrest Gump, so I couldn't imagine having to run everywhere myself.
Just like going to the grocery store, just running through the. People are gonna think you're crazy. That's how you get shot.
Flipping cereal in your basket. Yeah, and then if you have an infinite underwater breath, then you don't have to rent scuba gear or
You just go scubaing.
just go hang out with Jason Momoa somewhere because he lives under the water, doesn't he? Now that
Now,
Amber
wait a
Heard's out
minute.
of the picture
And Lisa Bonet.
and Lisa Bonet,
Make room, ladies. Yeah, come.
then you might get to hang out with Zoe Kravitz. That sounds awesome.
That sounds
So,
awesome. Sign
Yeah,
me up.
underwater breath.
Underwater,
That's where we're going.
obviously.
Would you rather get how many zeros is that? Would you rather get $100,000 now or get 1 million in 5 years? I'll wait 5 years for 1 million.
Yeah, I'll wait 5 years.
Yeah,
Although
because
that's
I've
still
been
a lot
waiting
of
for
money.
years to win the lottery, but it hadn't happened. So if
Me
I
either.
know I'm going to get a guaranteed million in 5 years, although with inflation, that's probably not.
Right. Is it going to be $1 million
Is it
in
gonna
5
be-
years? Or is it
But yeah, $100,000 now. But then at the same time, well, no, because
$100,000 is still a lot of money.
$100,000 is a lot of money, and I was
And
going
you
to
can
say
invest.
you can invest, but then it would take 5 years for it to get any sort of, because I invested some money several years ago, and it has not gained very much in the last few years. And right after my dad died, I took some money that I had gotten from him, and actually it was my mom. She invested it for us, and she's like, "Here in about 5 or 10 years, you can start living off of it." And the last 5 to 10 years has not been
Thanks
so
a lot,
lucrative.
America.
So it's still sitting there, and it's still growing. But yeah,
5 years.
I'll do the 1,000,005.
Would you rather save up your money for a house or spend it on fun adventures?
In this day and age, you're probably going to get cheaper getting the fun adventures than you are for a house. And since I've already bought a house,
We already have a house, so
we both
we're gonna
have
go on
houses.
adventures.
we're not old, but we made some smart investments. Would you rather
Okay.
be permanently mute or amputate one of your arms?
Take an arm.
Take an arm. There's no way I couldn't talk. That would be a really...
I will learn to cut hair like this. I will learn to do everything like this.
There you go. Could you imagine not being able to talk?
For people who know me, could you imagine me
Right.
mute?
I couldn't do it.
I could not sign fast enough.
No,
There'd be no way.
No. Of
Yeah.
course, I'd have muscular hands.
Okay, would you rather get completely drunk after a single unit of alcohol or never be able to get drunk?
Oh, I'd rather be a cheap drunk.
Cheap drunk.
Have a shot and then you're good for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Never be able to get drunk.
Never be able to get drunk.
What's that
Ugh.
like?
I don't know. What am I, the Hulk? Just doesn't work.
Hulk smash
Hulk
beers.
smash. Yeah, I'll go with the
Yeah.
one drink. Would you rather live in ancient Rome or live in ancient Greece?
Are they like similar? That may sound stupid.
Okay, I'm gonna apologize to any of our
Sorry, Grecian and Roman.
Grecian and Roman descent fans, but what would, I don't know. Greece seemed to have the better gods, but
And
the
like-
Romans like borrowed from Greece, didn't
And
they?
all of like the good, like, yeah, all the gods and all like the like democracy. Doesn't that all come from
Does it?
Greece?
I don't know. Anything out the United States to me is communist. No,
Merc is better.
Merc is better.
I'd rather live in ancient America.
I don't know really what the difference as far as lifestyle goes. I mean,
I just imagine them all like draped and eating grapes and laying around and
didn't
like
they both do that though?
and a lot of like
I mean, they both had-
oily gay wrestling. Like,
Yeah.
sign me up.
I mean, they call it like Greco-Roman, right? So doesn't that mean? So this is a dumb question, and
I
I'm
was like,
gonna...
would you rather live in Haltom City or Blue Mound? Isn't that the same? It's
I
all
would-
a dumpster fire. It's the
right?
same.
No kidding. So yeah, I'm gonna take a pass on this one.
I don't
I
know.
can't decide. They're both great. So
We're gonna
just-
say we're not educated enough to make that decision.
right. Although
We can admit that.
wasn't Rome better at taking over stuff? Like
But it wasn't built in a day. Was Greece built in a day?
it took a
don't
couple
know.
of days.
I don't know. I don't. Because I'm just a dumb woman and I don't know anything about history. I don't know.
All right, so I'm just gonna
All right.
go on.
Would you rather only use Reddit for the rest of your life or only YouTube for the rest of your life?
YouTube,
YouTube.
because Reddit is just a bunch of
It's a bunch of people bitching and complaining.
bitchy incels.
And I would rather see that on YouTube.
And I spend a lot of time on both, but I would rather laugh along with people on YouTube than
Well, and YouTube
Complaining
has
with-
so much information. Like, you can get so many videos. I learned how to change my brake light on YouTube just this past week because I had a brake light out.
Ooh,
I YouTubed a video.
way to go.
Yeah. These are 4 little scroobies.
Yeah, it's not too
Popped out and
it's not too hard,
But
but
I was
I'm
like,
always
is this
looking
something I can do on my own, or do I need to ask a man's help? Is usually what I ask myself. I'm like, let me YouTube it first. Before
yeah,
I...
YouTube that stuff. Yeah.
All right, sweet.
Okay. Would you rather have supernatural strength or have supernatural intelligence?
Strength. So I can smash all those brainiacs. Fuck you guys.
Shut up, nerds.
Shut up, nerds. Atomic wedgie.
Atomic wedge. Split them in two.
I mean, intelligence. I wouldn't want to know that much, honestly. I feel like I
Yeah.
know too much already. Like,
Yeah.
ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
Because imagine if you knew everything, like how the world works.
Like how the sausage is made.
I don't want to know. How
You don't want to know how it's made.
I want to smash that sausage.
Yeah, I think I'd go with strength. But what if you were dumb as a stump though? As just like
Well, I would say like my intelligence now, but smart. Or my intelligence now, but strong. Not smart, clearly. I'm dumb. My intelligence now, but super strength. That's what I would go for.
I'll agree with that. I can
Yeah.
agree with that. Yeah. Would you rather never be able to hear your favorite song again or never be able to watch your favorite movie again?
Ooh.
That's a tough
Ooh,
one
yeah.
because I love both.
I mean, if you couldn't hear your favorite song, you could still hum it to yourself.
Uh-huh.
If you couldn't see your favorite movie, you could still think about it.
But what if like it's some kind of supernatural thing that even if you hum your favorite song to yourself, you couldn't hear it?
Oh no.
You just can't hear it.
You can't even think about it.
It's like yeah, you can't even think about
Like
it.
you know it's there, but you can't like when you can't think of that song, you know.
But then you think, a song is only what, 3 to 5 minutes long?
What if there's a loophole? I'm always trying to find a loophole. What if there's a loophole and your favorite movie has your favorite song in it?
Then that part of the movie becomes silent because you can't hear it.
Caca.
See?
Caca.
I think I'd still have to go with my favorite song because that's only a few minutes that I'm missing out of my life, and then
And a movie's like
and a
an hour and a half,
movie,
2 hours.
yeah, is more entertaining than just hearing. Because I don't generally listen to the same song over and over again.
I could find another song, probably.
Yeah, I've got so many favorite songs,
That's true.
but then it's saying I've got so many
My favorite
favorite
movies.
movies
This
too.
is a hard
This
one.
is a good question.
This is a head scratcher.
What would be your favorite movie that you would never be able to see again?
Real Tenenbaums.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Anything by Kevin Smith.
Yeah. I've got a lot of favorite movies, so I couldn't even pick just one. It
Really
would be a
fun-
surprise.
Really fun, shitty horror movies that we watched
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Not being able to see that again.
Yeah. You know, mine probably would be like the first Star Wars. Well, episode 4.
Yeah.
Because that's like what introduced me to loving movies as a kid.
Yeah,
was
imagine
Star
you can't see
Wars,
that again.
And then I could never see that again. And then I would have to see all the shitty sequels.
You'd watch the
Prequels.
sequels and you're like, yeah, but I want to start it from the beginning, and you couldn't.
You can't start it with Luke. You
That's
have
what
to.
sucks if it's
yeah.
like a.
That one's a tough one.
I'm gonna have to say the probably the song.
Yeah, I'd rather not hear my
Not be able
favorite
to-
song again.
Sorry,
Because
song.
I can come up with another one.
Would you rather work for Apple and know all their secrets, or rather work for Google and know all their secrets?
I don't give a shit about either one.
I don't care about Apple products, so I'm gonna go with Google.
I'd rather work for Google. Yeah, that's kind
Sorry,
of an easy
Apple.
one. Sorry, Apple, but your stuff is way too expensive.
I can't. I don't know.
Okay, this one. Would you rather get 50 watches or 50 suits?
So I'm gonna probably sell these. So I'm gonna go for 50 watches because, like, if you got really expensive watches,
Yeah, it doesn't say you can't have expensive watches, so yeah, I'd rather
like a
get
bunch of Apple watches and Rolex watches and fancy, I don't even know what kind of watches that there are out there in the world, and then you can just sell them.
your Timex and your
Your Timex and your
Casio.
Casios. It's so cute. Dan wears this watch that has Garfield on it.
Oh, I really miss my.
My
Mickey
boyfriend's
Mouse
like
one.
this cute, like hot black stud who has like this, like he walks around with a with a Garfield watch on.
Do they share
It's
a
just
love
funny.
of? Do they share a love of lasagna?
He doesn't eat a lot of carbs, honestly.
Oh.
He's always trying to eat healthy. That's his one downfall. The
Oh,
one thing I
man.
don't like about him is he's always wanted to eat healthy.
Garfield would not approve.
Just kidding.
So, all right, 50 watches.
All right. Would you rather get paid to read every book or rather get paid to watch every TV show? TV show.
Oh, TV show, because it takes too long to get through a book, and TV
It,
goes
it has
quick.
to be quiet for me able to read. I can't read if there's like other stuff
yeah,
happening.
because then I end up having to read the same page.
And you could watch TV and do other things. We were talking about this.
We talked about that, yeah. So yeah, I'd
Yeah.
rather
Yeah.
get
That's-
paid to
that's
watch every
easy.
TV show. Would you? Okay. Would you rather have a head the size of a tennis ball, or have a head the size of a watermelon?
Now listen,
I already know where you're going with this.
I already have the head the size of a small watermelon. So
But then you look like
think of how big my ass would look if I had the size of a tennis ball.
right.
It already looks too big for my body.
You look like that little dude from
Beetlejuice. Like,
With the eyes.
Yeah, with giant eyes.
Oh
I'm gonna have to go
man,
with watermelon head probably.
I'll probably have to go watermelon head too.
Like, is my neck strong enough to support that?
yeah, are we gonna totally like Elephant Man in the middle of the night
You're
and
just like,
smother
right.
to death?
Like, yeah. Do I have proper?
But then if you got the head the size of a tennis ball, my dog will drag you out to the middle of the yard.
But think of how dumb you are because your brain is so tiny. Like your brain,
I don't know if that's all true. Because
think of like a
think
tiny
about-
bird brain. And
Yeah.
you're like,
But birds are really smart. Have you ever seen any of those macaws or anything on YouTube that like?
show me a bird that can drive. Show me a bird that.
Well, show me a watermelon that can drive.
Bingo! Right here.
All right,
Watermelon head.
watermelon head.
Would you rather be unable to experience sadness or unable to experience anger? Sadness. I like my anger.
Yeah, my anger gets shit done.
My anger.
I don't
want
want to be sad.
I don't want
but
to be sad.
I don't mind being angry.
Yeah.
I prefer being angry. most of the
Sometimes I
time.
cry when I'm angry, anyways. So.
Yeah, yeah. And I hate when I do that too.
Oh yeah.
Especially when I'm trying to get my
I'm
point.
just a dumb woman, and when I have feelings, it makes me cry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we've already gotten a question like this. Would you rather own a penthouse or own a villa?
Penthouse.
A penthouse. A villa seems, well, where's the villa and where's the penthouse?
That's like big dick energy. You walk into the building and you're like, take me to the penthouse.
Yeah, you've got your own key for
Like,
the
take me to
elevator.
this shack by the ocean.
Yeah.
No, I want the penthouse.
Yeah, and then you don't get sand in the penthouse. You have a bunch of time to shake that off,
Yeah.
assuming that you're living by a beach. So,
Even a penthouse in the city would be rad. Like,
yeah.
would you rather control your dreams or watch them the next day?
I don't think I need to be terrified like that in my waking life.
You're just like driving down the street and you're like, oh, remember that dream?
Having a flashback. Okay. Tom Selleck in a bikini.
Hey now. He wore those shorty shorts and Magnum
I
PI.
know,
Like, that's
right?
basically a bikini. I want to control my dreams.
I'd rather control my dreams. But then if you forget them, what good is it? It doesn't say you forget them.
I've
It just
seen
says-
too many Nightmare on Elm Streets to not want to control my dreams.
That's true. That's true. We're going to go with control the dreams.
Yeah, hey Freddy Krueger, eat my
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah. Would you rather always have fingernails 5 inches or longer or have a snorkel permanent on your face permanently? No. I don't want any of that.
I guess fingernails 5 inches or longer.
Yeah, because the snorkel's just going to be too hot.
Think of how steamy it's gonna get.
5 inches, that's like, is that legal? Like in some places, like in some places you have like blade limits.
We'll have to ask our friend Natalie if that's legal.
Natalie,
she's always got those.
she's always
like-
got those big old
those
beautiful
fingies.
nails, and I think that she's like some sort of superhero with
She
them
is definitely.
because she
'cause
can
I
do,
could not have a snorkel on my face all the time. So
Yeah. Yeah,
they're not even much fun in the water, really.
no,
And then to have it on your face.
they're
all the time.
suffocating to me. Like I used to put my snorkel on in the bathtub, and I didn't like it, in 7 inches
Could
of
you
water.
imagine me having to work with a snorkel on my face?
When you're blowing the hair off your stuff, you're all
Blow drying people's hair. I'm already hot and sweaty, and I got this goddamn snorkel on my face. People are asking me, "Are you okay?" You just snow with a snorkel on your face.
That's ridiculous.
All right. Would you rather never be able to remember anyone's birthday or anniversary, or never forget every historical date from the past, including your birthday or anniversary?
Okay. Okay, so it's asking if you forget every important date from the
Every
past,
historical past date,
or you never be able to remember,
including your birthday.
These are similar
I'd
questions.
rather
though.
never remember anyone's birthday or anniversary because you know what? You put it in your calendar.
Yeah,
Someone tells
and I
you.
do that now anyway. Somebody tells me something important on a date. and I put it
Facebook
in.
reminds me of people's birthdays all the time.
Like last night when you asked if we wanted to come swim later this month, I was like, swim party?
Yep.
Tara.
Yep.
Because it'll slip my mind if I don't. So, yeah.
It's a stupid question.
Would you rather be an excellent singer or be a superb writer? What if I'm already both? No.
Like, seriously.
I don't know because both of those has value to me.
I consider myself a pretty good writer now.
Yeah, you are a good writer.
So I'm gonna say excellent singer because I love to sing. I suck at it, but I love it.
I think
it'd be
I'd rather-
great for everyone else if I was good at it.
I think I'd rather be an excellent singer, and not for the fact that I think writing takes too long.
I have like this fantasy in my head where we're like on a road trip or like wherever, just in a public place, and I just like belt out singing, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, you're like so good at that."
You should
Like,
do it. Just do it anyway. Why-
Nights in white satin.
We have.
Bop.
Oh, that's one of my favorites right there. Yeah, we've been friends for 20 years, and I have never been able to get her to a karaoke night. And I
No.
love karaoke, and I'm not good at it by any means.
We
so.
can go. I just makes my butthole clench.
Dude, all you have to do is listen to that first drunk guy that gets up there that thinks that he's Garth Brooks, and the rest is pretty good after that.
But what if my worst fear is what if I am the drunk guy who thinks that I'm Garth Brooks?
Oh, believe me, you do not. You would not compare to what you see at karaoke night.
Okay. All right. Would you rather constantly stumble while walking or constantly stutter when speaking? I do both.
I do both at the same time usually.
This is a stupid question for people like us.
Okay, constantly stumble or constantly stutter.
I'm gonna say constantly stutter because like you could fall down and hurt yourself.
Yeah, especially at our age.
We're only gonna hurt our feelings if we stutter.
Like, it doesn't matter. Every time I do stumble or fall, I end up with a new scar somewhere.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd rather constantly stutter because I already do that. So,
Yeah.
would you rather be a professional snowboarder or a professional skier?
Those aren't the same thing.
What's the diff?
I'm gonna say snowboarder because that looks badass. When you're
Yeah.
like, you go off the little cliff and you're like,
I've been
you're
skiing
like-
before and I wasn't good at it. So, let's try snowboarding.
I would just like to look that cool. Like,
Yeah.
like the goggles and the helmet, and you're just like,
Yeah.
like the board's like, "Wah."
I've tried to skateboard before and I almost took a nipple off one time. So, I would think that snowboarding would be an easier fall.
Were you wearing a shirt?
I was wearing a shirt. This was a fall off. Okay. I think I told this story one time when you were having a cookout at your house. I was at a music festival and they had a half pipe there.
Mm-hmm.
This is 19-year-old me, not even thinking I'm 10 foot tall and bulletproof. Never been on a skateboard except for, rolling around on a friend's out in front of the
Nope.
house. And somebody was like, "Oh, you should try to drop in on this half pipe." And so I did, and I
Like,
went,
you look like you could probably do that. Go.
"Yeah, go do that." And I almost nailed it. Not. Yeah, I mean, I barely just tipped off the thing, and I went face forward. The skateboard went shooting behind me off into oblivion. I don't even know where it went. I was so embarrassed when I
Holy
hit
crap.
the ground, and then I slid belly first, chest first, all the way down it. Luckily, nothing's pierced there, but man, I had the blackest nipple.
Thank God we're like heavy chested and wear bras. Could you imagine if
I
it's
know.
like if you were part of the itty bitty titty committee and
With a
like
little-
just like a tank top and then
Mhm.
your just nipple just scrapes right off?
Oh,
Ooh,
no. It
man.
didn't really come all the way off, but
That's-
man, it felt like it for a couple of days.
That's a no bueno situation. Would you rather always look like you're 8 months pregnant or always have a black eye? Always have a black eye. That's badass.
Oh.
I've been 8 months pregnant twice and it's not fun.
Already look 8 months pregnant after a hearty meal at
Luby's?
At Luby's.
I felt like you were gonna say Luby's. Not that I'm pretty sure Luby's are closed, but
Yeah, I'd rather always have a black eye.
because it's always like, oh man, were you in a fight? That's rad.
Right, but whenever I have black eyes, it's usually because I've fallen down because I stumble when I
That
walk.
is
so,
true.
So yeah,
Courtney's a
always-
faller from way back.
I fall down. It's genetic. I mean, so I come from a long line of.
You've never been 8 months pregnant. Maybe you would like to carry a whole ass, but look 8 months pregnant, not be 8 months pregnant. There's not even a baby in there. You just look pregnant.
Yeah,
Maybe
black
you have
eye.
PCOS. Like, geez, relax.
Because if
people.
they look at me, if I always look 8 months pregnant, then everybody's gonna assume that I put out, and I don't.
And you don't, and that's how you got the black eye.
All right. Would you rather marry at the age of 10 or never marry at all? I
Never
would
marry at all.
Never marry at all. Good grief. That's like a whole other podcast topic.
That's like, would you rather be Mormon or rather be an adult in 2022?
Yeah. Would you marry at the age of 10?
I would
That's
rather
like-
never marry at all.
Oh.
If I don't want to get married when I'm 10.
No way.
I
I was
like,
still playing with Play-Doh at 10.
I'm pretty sure I was in love with Jordan from New Kids on the Block.
I was just about to
So-
say that. That was Jordan from the New Kids.
Or John from the New Kids, which began my life of falling in love with gay men. So
Yeah. But he was quiet,
he was quiet, very
thoughtful.
reserved. He probably would have been a good husband, but not at 10.
No.
A 10-year-old girl and a gay man. That sounds like a sitcom I would watch. I would watch that.
Would you rather?
Gay man and the kid. you know?
Yeah. There. Oh, is it your turn or did I?
Oh, yeah. Would you rather be buff or have extra 5 hours a week where you can do whatever you want?
I'd rather be buff.
5 hours a week to do whatever you want. Like, could I rob a bank? Like, are there no limitations?
Is there no? Yeah. Do you not get in trouble for those 5 hours? It doesn't say that. It just says have an extra 5 hours.
I'd rather be buff
I think I'd rather be buff.
because then you could just do whatever you want, anyways.
Yeah. Because I'd end up sleeping those extra 5 hours. So
Nap time.
nap time. Would you rather change your religion or change your political party? Change my religion. I'm not changing my political party. Not now. Not right now.
I don't want to change either. I guess my religion. I could always be like a Buddhist or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Or get into like witchcraft or something. You know,
we
something
could
real
create our
cool.
own religion.
Yeah, it doesn't say that it has to be an established religion. Just change it.
Look at the Scientologists. They created their own shit out of a book.
They all the religions created their own shit out
We
of a
read
book.
Twilight. I'm gonna make a religion out of that.
Can you believe that's coming back like it has?
It's so crazy. We had this discussion while we were on vacation because he makes fun of me because I'm not like a Harry Potter person and I'm just not into it. And he's like, you're just one of those girls who's not into it just because you could say you're not into it. I'm like, no, I just don't. It just doesn't appeal to me. Like, I just don't. And he's explaining why I should be into it. And then he was making fun of Twilight. And I was like, wait a minute. I was into that.
Yeah.
But I can admit how stupid it is. Like,
Oh yeah. I knew it was stupid at the time, but it was just such a club.
it was just something to do that we could, like, you know, it was something fun to do.
And all of us were reading it up at the salon too.
And we
so
all went to
were
see the
just-
movies because, like, your brother still works at the theater and we could go and see the movies.
We got to
and-
see the movies before they came out.
before they came out.
you know,
And it was just
so-
something fun to do.
Yeah.
Like,
It was-
a lot of stupid
It
stuff.
was a
that I've
lot
been
of
into.
camaraderie at that time. We're all broke and young, so yeah, we'll go see a free movie
Yeah,
and
for
read
sure.
the books. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess religion.
yeah.
I'm not becoming a Republican. It's not happening.
No, that's not gonna happen. Would you? This would be yours.
Oh, would you rather have a Lamborghini or have a personal driver? Personal driver.
Personal driver. Oh, that would be so great if I never had to drive anywhere again.
You just sit back and eat snacks and let someone drive
I mean,
you
I
around.
guess that's what Uber's for, but
But you don't have to pay for it. Like, it's your personal driver. I'm saying you don't have to pay. Like, it's
Okay.
yours for life.
we're gonna create that rule that you don't have to pay your driver.
Yes, you get a free Lamborghini or you get a free personal driver. Personal driver.
Personal driver. Personal driver.
Because then you can request your personal driver to bring a Lamborghini. I would know the difference, honestly. I don't know what that...
You know what? I don't think I would fit in a Lamborghini like comfortably. They look like any sports car.
Like, that's like a one-seater. Like, there's not even enough room for... There's not enough room for a Tara in your car.
How am I gonna put my groceries in that?
Yeah.
Would you rather have no thumbs or only have thumbs? I'd rather only have thumbs than have no
Like,
thumbs.
5 thumbs?
Like 5 thumbs on it,
Just thumbs.
or just okay.
Like,
so-
have no thumbs and all your fingers.
okay. This is a stipulation because it doesn't specify.
It doesn't specify.
If you have no thumbs and you've just got 4 fingers, then that would suck. But if you only have thumbs and no
and
fingers,
no fingers.
then that would be worse.
Yeah.
But-
I'm gonna have to go no thumbs.
I'd have to go no thumbs in that case. But if it says if you only have thumbs and your fingers become thumbs, that could be pretty. I mean, isn't that kind of what they are anyway?
Think of all the hitchhiking you could do.
You could take 10 different rides at once.
All the cars are like me, 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 me,
Yeah.
him, me, him, me.
Who you thumbing at?
My brain is weird. If we're saying just thumbs or just fingers, I'm gonna go with just fingers. So, like, no thumbs.
Just fingers that have no thumbs. Okay,
Yeah,
that'll be our
Oh
rule.
my god. That's a weird question. Okay, would you rather live in a library where books are your only form of entertainment, or live in a prison cell where you have access to any channel on TV?
Well, you're still stuck in one place, so a library.
But if you live in a library, are you allowed to leave the library? Like, the library is not a prison, right?
It doesn't say you couldn't leave a library, so I'll have to go with that one.
I don't want to be in prison.
I don't want to be in prison either, but I
The
don't
food
want to.
alone is bad. I mean, I don't want to just read.
I don't think
but-
they have food in libraries. You're not supposed to bring food and drink in.
That's what I'm saying. You can leave the library to get
You're just
food.
living in it. Okay. Yeah.
Like, you
so
can,
I'd have to
like
go
how
library.
people like refurb old schools and like live inside them. Like, you can refurb the library and make it like cool.
I don't know if we're supposed to be adding rules to these or if we're...
Listen,
But
if you can walk around with 10 thumbs, then I can leave the library
So okay,
and
we'll,
zhuzh it up a little
we'll
bit.
go with the library. I'll live in a library, but
Yeah, because I don't want to be in prison.
all right. Would you rather have to end every sentence with a racial slur, or have to drop 2 F-bombs in every sentence?
I already dropped
I
2
already
F-bombs
did
in every sentence. God damn it.
That's an easy one. All right, move along.
Would you rather chill with Eminem or chill with Jay-Z?
I'd rather chill with Jay-Z because he seems like he has it together better. Like,
And then
Eminem,
you get the bonus of Beyonce. Is Beyonce there?
Beyonce can be your friend too.
Ivy Blue's hanging out. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
the twins.
Yeah.
Whatever their names are.
Yeah. So, and I don't, yeah. I mean, Eminem's okay and everything, but I think Jay-Z would probably be more fun.
I feel like every white kid I grew up with is already Eminem.
Or at least think they are.
So I feel like I already know that experience of
Yeah.
hanging out with an angry white man. So I'm going to have to go with Jay-Z.
Yeah, Jay-Z.
He seems like he's going to get you into all the cool parties. Like,
Yeah.
he rubs elbows with a bunch of fun people.
But, you know, Eminem always has a steady supply of mom spaghetti.
Mom Spaghetti, and also Dr. Dre's always there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm still going with Jay-Z.
I feel like Dre and Jay-Z, or Dre and Eminem, it's like he's hanging out with his angry nephew all the time. Like,
Yeah.
he's like the angry nephew that tags along
Yeah.
everywhere.
Eminem doesn't seem to get along with a lot of his family either, you know.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know
but
how Jay-Z is with his...
He seems super talented. I would like to meet him and have a conversation with him. But as far as like hanging out with as like a long-term situation, definitely Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. Okay. All right. Would you rather live in isolation or face your biggest fear once a month?
Live in isolation.
I'd have to go with face my biggest fear once a month.
You rather get butt ass naked in the middle of like Walmart and hang out at Walmart every month naked. They see you every month. They're like, there's naked, there's naked Courtney.
There's Courtney.
There's naked Courtney.
That's true too.
Biggest fear, like your mom's on her deathbed. Well, I mean, basically once a month, anyways. But
Right.
thanks a lot, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Preston almost dies in a car
Yeah, but
accident
can
once
you?
a month.
I mean,
Preston, learn to drive.
I do have to face my biggest fear once a month. Yeah,
Our
but
rights are
living-
being taken away once a month.
Oh,
I mean, basically that's happening all the
that's
time.
happening
anyways,
all
but-
the time anyway. But if you live in
But
isolation,
we have the hope that it will end sometime. Like if I had to live in isolation,
Like,
but
does
I
that mean
knew-
there's never anybody around? Like you are just alone on a planet, like Matt Damon on Mars, or is it?
I don't want to be Matt Damon in any situation. He's so little.
But yeah, I don't think I would enjoy living in isolation though, because I
My
think I'd go
anxiety,
crazy.
I don't know that I could handle my biggest fear once a month.
Yeah,
I'm
you'd
already
be dreading it. You'd be dreading
I
it.
already catastrophize everything anyways.
Yeah.
If I could live in isolation and not have to have my anxiety, that might be worth it to me.
Yeah,
I can still write letters to you guys
that's true. That's true. Still write and do
if
all
I
that
could
stuff.
remember how to write a letter.
What's a letter? You mean an old time email?
Snail mail,
Analog email.
analog email on the paper.
All right, I'll go with you. I'll go live in isolation. That would be tough, but
Like if we could bring back all of women's rights and gay rights and Black Lives Matter and everything, but live in isolation, as opposed to like, oh my God, all these horrible things are happening all the time.
right.
I live in isolation. That'd be fine. Would you rather never play computer games again or never watch a video on a computer again? Never play computer games again.
Well, hang on. It doesn't say you can't watch a video on a TV. I don't generally watch a whole lot of stuff on my computer anymore now that like our smart TVs connect
Yeah, I
to.
only do like my research for this podcast on my computer.
Right, that's basically all I do. Check my email every once. Even though I check my email on my phone though, so
I don't know.
I think I would rather never watch a video on a computer again because I can even get
Yeah, you could do it
YouTube
again on
through.
your phone or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't say. It just says
Okay.
computer.
Yeah, I can
so-
see that. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Would you rather? Oh no. Would you rather live in the Game of Thrones universe or live in the Walking Dead universe? I'd rather live in Game of Thrones because there's goddamn dragons.
Yeah, and you could always just be some like little peon on the side who's not
Yeah.
getting murdered and overthrown all
Yeah,
the time.
exactly. I don't have to be the royalty in the show.
The Walking Dead would just stress me out.
The
Just-
Walking Dead has
There's
too
no
many...
electricity. It's hot there. Like,
Oh, I'm sure it is in Westeros too.
well, yeah, but in Westeros, there's like hot Jon Snow walking around, like
That's true too. And there's magic.
in intrigue. You're
Yeah.
just like watching all the. There's not fucking zombies.
And you know, we have about as many rights as a woman now that they did in Game of
Shame!
Thrones.
Shame!
So yeah, live in the Game
Game
of Thrones.
Game of
universe.
Thrones.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa's in Game of Thrones.
There you go. Although he's dead most of the series. Spoiler alert.
Did I tell you the story about that? How I watched it at the beginning. So I watched a bootleg copy of it
Uh-huh.
at the beginning.
Uh-huh.
and it did not have subtitles.
I did too. I did too. That happened to me.
And then season 2 that I watched bootleg had the subtitles.
Yeah.
And I thought, wait a minute. Like, I was supposed to understand what Jason Momoa was saying the whole time.
Yeah. That happened to me too. The first season.
And I never rewatched it, so he said some amazing things that I have no clue.
Yeah.
When he's like, "You're my moon and my stars," or whatever. When you see that like GIF all the time, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "What's that from?"
What are you talking about? Yeah, the first
Yeah.
time I saw Game of Thrones, I think it was.
I was like, "He's gorgeous, but I don't understand not one thing he's saying."
Yeah, I got it on a thumb drive. Somebody gave the first season on a thumb drive, and I plug it in. And I'm watching
Yeah.
and everything. I had no idea.
Like whole scenes, and I'm like, "What is happening?"
What's happening?
know
I don't know what's happening. I think I even complained on another podcast. I was like, I don't know what the Dothraki you're saying.
I don't know what they're saying.
Yeah, and so
Why
now
did
I
they
look
create a
like
whole
an idiot.
language if we're not even going to understand what they say?
Exactly, and I
Yeah.
thought, well, maybe they think that maybe they just think their audience is smarter than that, and we can figure out through
Like
context.
through context clues.
Yeah,
What's happening? Yeah.
yeah, it was the same way with me.
Mm-hmm. Would you rather have unlimited respect or have unlimited power?
Unlimited power because I would
Power.
command respect.
Yeah. You don't fucking respect me?
Like Homelander on The Boys.
kill him. Yeah.
Yeah, easy. Would you rather fight a crocodile with a bow or fight an elephant with a shotgun?
Elephant with a shotgun.
Elephant
him
with
in
a
the head.
shotgun, yeah, because you can. Yeah, elephant
What
with
the
a
fuck
shotgun.
is a bow gonna do you in the water
It
with a
doesn't even
crocodile?
say that you have an arrow. It just says you got a bow. So you're
I'm assuming you're in the water and the crocodile's not whole ass on land trying to fight you.
Yeah,
Are they fast? I don't know. Are they fast?
I think they're fast in the water, but once you get on shore,
They're
they
so
can
close
only
to the ground. They could probably just
they
like, wiggle.
lunge, but
They
they
like
don't.
wiggle.
They. I've
But
seen
an
them run
elephant,
before,
if you
but
miss with that shotgun, an elephant can just like stomp your head.
you're fucked.
You're fucked either
You're
way.
fucked either way. But considering that this doesn't say that you have a bow and arrow, I'm gonna go with the.
And it doesn't say you're on land. If you are in the water with a bow on your tippy
It's
toes
all
in the water,
splish, splish.
it's so heavy. How do you even like bash with if you just have it? Yeah, no, I'm gonna go elephant.
Elephant. All right. Would you rather constantly have your hand down your trousers, or swear in every sentence forever?
Swear in every
Swear in
fucking
every
sentence.
goddamn
forever.
sentence.
Also, my hand is usually in my pants, so the wedgie life is real.
Yeah.
Would you rather prevent World War II or win a life-changing amount of money in the lottery?
Okay, here's the thing about this, and this is going to be like a hot take on World War II. There was a lot that came out of World War II that advanced us in
Yeah.
society. Now, I do not support the Nazi party by any means.
Sounding
but-
awfully Nazi.
and I don't agree that the U.S. did this either, but, you know, once the war was over, we were able to bring doctors and scientists into our fold, even though they were Nazis, and it probably shouldn't have been done. So let's just let bygones be bygones and leave World War II alone, because I really would like a lot of money from the lottery. And you can take your money now and help people now. Because what if you
That's
alter the course of
true.
history
In a
with-
bad way.
in a bad way?
Although I'm pretty sure those Jews would appreciate being saved.
They would appreciate being saved,
But they're already dead.
but
This is rough.
I know it's rough because
Either way, we're going to sound
Time-
like assholes.
time travel is a sticky thing, and there were things that came out of World War II that did, like I said, progress us somewhat. For the better, I'm not sure. For the worse,
And
probably.
I should know the answer to this. I literally just visited the World War II museum. I should literally have a better answer. I would love to keep those people from dying
Right, yeah.
and stomp the Nazis. Just go back and kill baby Hitler and
Yeah.
just be done with it.
But in doing that, would you spawn something worse?
It doesn't say.
But think about all the time travel crap that we've been having to deal with.
That's true.
We started with the Back to the Future, came along all the way through to the Marvel movies. It might not be great.
But it could be better.
It could be better, but
Think of like those poor Jewish kids that died in Auschwitz that they could have done like God knows what they could have done.
Mm-hmm. I know that's a
could have-
tough one.
They could have killed baby Trump. And then we never would have
man.
had to worry about any of this bullshit we're going through now.
But then what if by stopping World War II you spawn something even bigger? You know, that even more people died and even more monsters were grown out of it. And
Maybe not, though.
maybe not. Ah, okay.
I already don't have a life-changing amount of money. I already am broke, so.
But I want some more stuff.
Courtney, you are. I do not know you in this moment.
Okay, fine.
thought-
Fine. I'll help stop World War II.
You're thinking about the bad part. Like, what if it was worse? I'm thinking, what if it was better?
Well, after the month I've had,
True. I'm gonna have to gamble on ending World War II because, like,
yeah, okay. I'll agree with you on that. Let's prevent World War II, and I'll just keep living poor.
because those Nazis were not great.
They're not.
Hot take: Nazis were not good.
You don't think?
Nazis were bad,
They're
y'all.
bad, y'all.
They're
Okay.
bad, y'all.
Okay, fine. You talked me into
Not to
stopping
mention,
World War
and then
II.
like you gotta go like the poor, all the Japanese Americans, and then they
Oh,
got
yeah.
into, and then like,
Yeah.
hey, black people, we still want segregation, but we're gonna need you to go ahead and fight in our war, though. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true.
I saw
true.
whole bits of that. They have whole sections of that, like in the museum, like for all of that. Like, hey, like, I hate Mexicans, but you're gonna have to come and fight in our war. Hey, Native Americans, I know we stole your land, but we're gonna need you to
Yeah.
cut your hair and be in our war for us.
Not just that, but help us win. They
Help
won
us win.
because
And if you don't, we're probably gonna kill you
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah.
Like,
so you're
Okay.
gonna do it. Okay. Would you rather have a black wedding dress or a red wedding dress?
red wedding dress, like Beetlejuice style.
Red wedding dress with some red chucks,
Yeah,
red.
I would
bow
do
in your
either.
hair.
Honestly,
I would.
do
Yeah,
either
I
one.
would do either one. I didn't even have a white wedding dress myself. Mine was like
Jezebel.
silver, and I know my grandma made it too. So
She was a part of the Jezebel crew.
don't tell her that because she already thinks that I'm a heathen.
You're
So
right, heathen.
yeah, I'll go with red.
All right, let's another couple and we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
Would you rather have unlimited love or have unlimited money? I don't even know you now, so I don't even know what you would pick.
I think I'd
You
rather
already have unlimited love, so
Yeah.
sorry, Preston.
I'd probably still have unlimited love because money can't buy everything. And love can't buy shit, but at least you got a warm body to snuggle up to at night.
If I had unlimited money, people might love me.
But is it real love though?
Is any love real love? Ooh, existential.
Ooh.
Ooh,
No, I'm gonna-
taking it back.
Oh man.
Think how much more Preston would love you if you had unlimited money. You could whoop his ass into shape. Get your ass up. I'm paying for you. Get up right now.
Okay. I guess no, I'm still gonna go with love
Okay.
over money.
Last question.
Okay, last question. Would you rather not wear shoes for the rest of your life or not drive a car for the rest of your life?
Not wear shoes.
I'd rather not wear shoes because
Because then you have shoes, but you gotta walk everywhere.
but you gotta walk everywhere.
No.
It
No,
didn't
thank
say, well, you could have a motorbike,
A motorbike.
and you don't want to ride those without a shoe. You'll lose a toe,
Like your dad when he was
like my dad,
like your dad riding the bike.
who was missing his pinky toe because of that.
I mean, yeah, if I could have like a scooter or something, then maybe that. But I'm assuming like it's no
no transportation or
no driving a thing.
I guess I could go around barefoot everywhere. Eventually, you develop your own like tough leather on your feet,
Leather callus feet.
leather callus feet, slapping the pavement with your. Gross.
That's disgusting.
Okay. Well, would you rather do some more or would you rather go home now?
I would rather visit the loo.
Oh,
Because
it's that time too.
My bladder's about to go off.
All right.
Um,
So we'll get out of here fast then.
Yeah, stay tuned next time where we're going to talk about being angry about women's rights.
Yeah,
So,
we'll be pretty angry. Maybe some new news will come out this week too that
Guys,
is
let's-
more in our
let's
favor,
hope
but
something
I
happens.
doubt it. So anyway, we'll talk to you next time.
like,
and-
follow, subscribe, leave us comments, emails, all that
All that good stuff.
good stuff, and take care of each other. We'll
take
see you
care
next
of each
time.
other. Be safe. Love
Bye.
ya.
Let me call you sweetheart. I'm